girl Shanuka Tour, and welcome to episode 2 of Simple Vegetarian Eats. I decided to make 5 episodes, so this is like a mini webisode, and this is episode 2. So today I'm going to be making some pasta, some linguine, spinach linguine. So I have it here. And here I'm going to be using all of this, okay? So I'm going to be making some spinach linguine. I am going to combine it with some Spanish onions. This is half of a Spanish onion. Some baby tomatoes. So I already prepped this in advance. So some baby tomatoes that I just sliced in half. Of course, wash your vegetables, very important. Some fresh callaloo. So this is not callaloo from the can. This is literally some fresh callaloo that my grandma had got for me from her local grocery store. So thank you Candace. And I have some bell peppers here. Actually not some, I just used one whole bell pepper. I cleaned it, I chopped it up, and this is what I have. And I also have some saltfish, also known as codfish. I already boiled out some of the salt because you don't want to use all the salt. It's going to be just extremely salty. So I boiled out some of the salt and I let some salt stay in. So I have this and I ran it under the water a little bit. I pulled apart a little bit and this is what it looks like. In episode 1 of Simple Vegetarian Eats, making quinoa, I had showed you how I made the saltfish. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, you can watch a little bit of that and you will see how I prepped the saltfish, okay? And we also need extra virgin olive oil, very important. I always use that when I cook. And today I'm going to be using some jerk seasoning. I have the hot version, you can get mild. I'm not going to put too much because honestly I don't like spicy food, it ruins the food. But in this case I'll just put enough that it doesn't ruin this lovely concoction that I came up with a couple weeks ago. Yes, I made this before. It tastes bomb diggity, man. Bomb diggity, okay? I have lactose-free butter here, so dairy-free butter, because I'm also lactose intolerant. I also have my raspberry vinaigrette salad dressing, okay? You need your cooking spoon. This is a bit yellow because I cook with turmeric. Whenever I make quinoa, I always add some turmeric in it, and it's kind of staining. Not staining, it stains. Turmeric stains, so don't mind that. I have a fork, so that's all you need. You need water, of course, to cook the pasta in. So what I'm going to do is, oh, and of course you need a pot. You can't cook without a pot. Like, what? Who does that? Okay. Okay, so I am going to put some, I guess, cool water in this lovely pot that I have. Okay, I'm only going to fill it up. I think I'm just going to fill up like halfway, maybe a little bit less than half. I think half is good enough. So I'm going to fill up this pot halfway, okay? I filled up this halfway, roughly. I feel like this is good enough. It feels a bit heavy. So I'm going to put it on my stove. I'm putting this on high so it can hurry up and boil before I put in the pasta. So just wait till it boils, then we're gonna put in the pasta, okay? And oh, and by the way, I put it on high because this stove takes 10,000 years to make the pot hot. So just put it on whatever temperature you feel is best for your stove because every stove is different. So hurry up, pot of water and boil. And I'll be back. The water is finally boiling. Oh yeah. So this means I am going to put some extra virgin olive oil. So again, just 1 circle. That's how I measure. So there's 1 circle. Like 1 complete circle is what I did. And yeah, and that's all we need for that part. The butter will come in near the end. So now we are going to put all of this spinach linguine in. You can get this from Bulk Barn, that's where I got it. I'm just gonna go like so. Be careful. Don't do what I did. This is glass. I'll just put that over there. So I'm just going to take my fork and I'm just going to spread it around. So you have to keep an eye on it. You don't want your pasta to be soggy, but you do want it to be soft or not super soft and not soggy, so in between. Okay, so just keep an eye on it. Just cook it to your liking. If it makes it easier, cook it to your liking. If you think it's soft enough to your liking, perfection, perfect. So right now it's hard. I'll be back once the pasta is done being nice and soft to my liking. Not super soft, not soggy, but to my liking. The pasta is done being cooked to my liking. So now what I'm going to do is pour it out in the drainer, in the sink, rinse it a tiny bit, and we're gonna pour it back in the pot. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'll show you. I have my oven mitts so that I don't burn myself. And I forgot to mention this specific pasta, the spinach linguine that I got from Bulk Barn specifically, it does not bloat you. It does not bloat you, and there's a lot of iron in it. And there's also iron in the callaloo, because we all know iron is very important in your body. So there, so I dumped that in. It's nice and perfect. Just dump all that water out. I'm just gonna cool it down a little bit. Okay, so that's done. So we're not gonna rinse this pot out, okay? We're gonna leave it as is. I always do this. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is turn back the stove on high, because we want this food to be done quick. And I don't like eating late, and it's already late. But I'll just have some tea and do a nice hardcore workout later, and we're all good. So I am going to put some, what should I do first? I'm gonna put some butter in the pot first. So I have my fork. Actually, I'll use I'm putting this much butter in. Make sure to spread it around and let it melt. And I'm going to add my onions in the pot. Just let it do its thing for a little bit. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add the pasta in, and then the olive oil, and then the tomatoes, okay? For adding the pasta in, just dump it in like so. Take the spoon, just mix it around. Add the tomatoes in next. And we want the tomatoes to look cooked down, okay? So it looks creamy, that's what we want. So I added the tomatoes in and I'm mixing it around. I'm going to add some of the extra virgin olive oil. 1 circle again. And just mix it around. It smells good. It smells amazing. So before I go on any further, where's the lid? Where's the lid? Where's the lid? Here it is. Put it roughly around 7 because the pasta is already cooked. We just want the tomatoes to get all pruny-like. So when I cover the lid, that helps it to do its thing a little bit more faster. And then once that is done, we're going to add the green peppers, the saltfish, the callaloo, a little bit more of the butter, a little bit of dash, a little bit of the jerk, and a little bit of the salad dressing, and then we're all done. I also made sure I checked up on the food. I didn't just keep the lid on and let it be. I opened up the lid, I stirred it around a bit, kept an eye on it, closed the lid back up. So now, this is how the tomato should look. I don't know if you could see that. Look, that's steamed. That's how it should look, okay? So now we're going to add in the bell pepper. Here's the bell pepper. We're going to add that in. Stir it around. The bell pepper still has crunch to it, so that's good. I believe bell peppers is another antioxidant. like how blueberries, raspberries, strawberries are antioxidants. I believe so. You can correct me down below in the comment if I'm wrong, but I believe it's also like an antioxidant. Okay, so we're gonna add in the saltfish. Just dump it in there. Just dump it in there. This part's the easiest part. All you do is just combine all the ingredients. So simple. And it smells really good right now. It smells lovely. By the way, the stove is still at 7. So that's good. We're going to add the callaloo, and you don't need to cook the callaloo all the way down. Just cook it enough until it's warm. Keep all that good stuff that's already in the callaloo raw, okay? So you don't have to cook it all the way. Just make it warm kind of thing, okay? So let's dump that in. And the last thing we're going to do is add the butter, the olive oil, basically the spices. And then it's done. It looks so colorful and green. I love it. Take my fork. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit more of olive oil, 1 circle. A little bit of the butter. I feel like I'm just in my zone. I'm forgetting about you guys. I cannot forget about you guys. Okay. So we're going to mix this up. I'm turning it down to medium right now. It's on medium. Everything is pretty much cooked. Okay, so we're gonna add Miss Dash, 1, 2, just 2 shakes. Stir a bit. I can smell the amazingness. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of jerk. Just rinse off the spoon a bit. So I'm just putting this much. Hopefully that's good enough. And just mix it all in there. Actually, let's add a little bit more. Just put enough to your liking, okay? Enough to your liking. Okay, this is enough right here. And make sure you just stir it around. It's So now I'm going to turn it up to low because everything is pretty much cooked. I don't want to overcook it. Okay. And now final touch, the salad dressing. Just shake it up. Make sure everything is mixed up. And I'm just going to do like smudge pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did 6 pumps. I can finally turn off the stove and let the remaining heat cook what's here as I stir this bad boy around. This looks so yummy. It's time to try this lovely concoction that I made. So it looks really good, really green. Love it. I see the saltfish, the bell peppers, the pasta, callaloo, a little bit of the tomatoes, the onion. Love it. Let's try it. So I'm just gonna I am struggling here. Okay, let me just twirl it around. I don't want to make a mess. Okay, I have this here. Let's try it. I can definitely feel that kick of the jerk. It's not like a really heavy kick or really, how can I explain it? The kick isn't that strong of a kick, so I put the right amount of jerk in it. And I can taste a little bit of the raspberry salad dressing that I put in it. It's really good. I can taste the saltfish, the callaloo, like everything that I put in here. I can taste it. And we have another go before it's time to come off the camera. I'm trying to grab everything. The callaloo, the saltfish, the pasta. It's like stuck. Here's an onion. Okay. I like a small piece of onion. I'm trying to grab everything. Okay. And the bone. Success. Tasty. Love it. I hope you guys try it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Add your own little twist to it if you want. You know, be creative with food. Be healthy. You know, food is life. Healthy food is life. Okay, so stay healthy. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'll definitely be making episode 3 of Simple Vegetarian Eats, and I know you guys will enjoy that as well, of course. And what else do I need to say? watch my videos. The food is yummy. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Okay, so I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. No. Stay healthy, y'all. Eat right.